Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Starts the drive on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pickett lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. We'll get this up to about the 44. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player.
Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Purdy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Moss will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett's throw here taken in by Parker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Purdy's throw caught by Pierce. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Out of the gun, Purdy. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Dances by him. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Pickett. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. For one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd and 15 now. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll throw again with Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action here. Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pickett now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
3rd and long for Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On first down, Purdy. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Purdy sets up to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 24. Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Pickett now from the gun here.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll get this down to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy's throw pulled in by Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Colts are going to have a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Able to find his man, Woods.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. One final shot for Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta.